Hey there, everyone. My name is Scooter, and today I am going to be colonizing my Minecraft survival world. I recently completed work on my main base at spawn, which you can see all around me and behind me. And so now it's time for me to expand my horizons, branch out, spread my wings, and explore the Minecraft world around me. Now, to that end, I have been doing a bit of preparation work and getting things ready. So, in here, I've got a handy little shulker box filled with some goodies that I'm going to need on my adventure. So, the first one, of course, that you can see is the obsidian for all of the nether portals I'm going to need. I have signs to label said portals. I have flags to place everywhere. Because, as everyone knows, in order to colonize somewhere, you've got to plant a flag. I have buckets in case I find things to scoop up in a bucket. I have slime balls in case I find frogs so that I can scoop up their babies in a bucket. And, what is this for? This is for beds. I have materials for beds. That's what that was. Now, along with that, I've also brought my spyglass so that I can see things as I am exploring the world. And I also have a book and quill where I am going to be writing down coordinates to any of the interesting places that I find so that I can build nether portals and link all of that up through the nether and make my life easier getting back home after the adventure. Now, one of the other things I mentioned just a moment ago was I have flags that I am going to be planting everywhere, so I think it's only fitting if I finally put a design on my protection device. How about that? That looks pretty snazzy. And then the last thing to determine is what direction to go in. And to that end, I have hooked up a very advanced, sophisticated redstone contraption that you can see here. That lots of redstone and fancy stuff. And inside of the dropper, I have items that are going to tell me whether to go north, east, south, and west. So now it's time to determine which direction I shall be flying off in as I begin to explore and colonize my world. So let's hit the button. And it is red toward north. So I shall be flying north and exploring whatever lies to the north of here. Now, for this adventure, I am going to be turning on my coordinates using a handy little data pack that I've got on the world here. And that's going to serve two functions. First, it means that if you happen to be playing along and using the same seed for your world, you can see exactly where I am and find the same places in your world, which is pretty neat. And second, and maybe more importantly, it means that if I die, I can find all my stuff. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for me to embark on this grand journey to the north, which is this way. This way. I'm flying this way. Here we go. Now, I don't think I mentioned already, but my intention here is to fly about 8,000 blocks in each of the cardinal directions, because that means if I'm building portals at least uh, at the end of those journeys, it means I only have to dig about 1,000 blocks in the nether to hook everything up. And I think that's a pretty reasonable project when it comes to the nether tunnels. So that's going to be the starting place for today. Llama, llama, llama. Oh, and look here, we have found a swamp biome. That's pretty great. Means I can get super duper valuable resources like lily pads, some lovely blue flowers here. Okay, now the real question, are there any frogs in this swamp? Because I desperately need frogs to... Oh, don't jump in there, please. Don't do it. All right, so I think if I do that and that, it should breed. There we are, and... Ah, tadpole eggs. Now I just gotta wait for them to hatch. So that's just like that, 1, 2, 3, something like that, and boom, there we go. And the coordinates here. There we go. That is the first one done. And now I will continue to wait for the tadpoles. And here we are. The tadpoles have hatched. Let's scoop them up before they grow up into frogs because it's harder to put a frog in a bucket. And there we go. 2 buckets of tadpole. And with them, I shall create a froggy empire somewhere. Sometime, not today, but I do have big plans for these guys. Now, while I was waiting for those tadpoles to hatch, I have been busy creating a little outpost at the portal here. Now, this is something I don't think I've mentioned already, but what I would like to do with each of the portals that I'm creating today is create some sort of miniature base that I can use when I'm coming out of these portals as a safe starting point. That way, I'm not coming out of the portal in the middle of the night in a swamp surrounded by creepers and slimes and witches and other awful things. No, behind these very simple, humble little walls, I shall be safe. Now, of course, the job is not complete until we have affixed our flag to the tower on the outside here. There we go. Not half bad. All right, so this outpost is complete. I got my portal. I've got a little safe tower thingamajigger. Let's continue our journey north. Oh, and look at this. I found an ocean monument with a bajillion guardians. So what I think I shall do is over on the little island here, within sight of the underwater monument, I'm going to build another portal. And there we go. I've got a portal that will lead me to the ocean monument. All right, now before I jet off on the next leg of my journey, I just wanted to show you guys I've also created a tiny little outpost out of the former island that was here before. Got a nice decorated nether portal right up here. Built a little structure that you can see going all along the outside, and now I'm stuck in the water. Coming around the side, I've got a little dock with some boats and a chest boat or boat with chest, however they like to describe that. And then just barrels and chests and things like it's a busy shipping dock, which it totally isn't because I'm the only one in this world doing any shipping. But hey, gotta keep up appearances, right? But I do think this will be an excellent starting point for my eventual invasion of the ocean monument, which will have to come at a later point in the future. Not today. I don't have time for that today. I'm already working. My recording schedule is already kind of upside down while I record during my child's short nap time. So making do with the limited time that I have got. So yeah, on to the next adventure. Now, while I am flying along here, I thought this would be a good time to give a little public service announcement. You see, as I am going about here colonizing my world, it's very important to remember that colonization in Minecraft, in a single player world where nobody gets hurt and it's all make believe and pretend, colonization, totally fine. No problems with that. Colonization in real life, not cool. Don't Don't be a colonizer, kids. That's not a great thing. Okay, no starting British empires. All right, and here we are. We are reaching 8,000 blocks, which I always forget how quickly that goes by when you are flying through the air on an Elytra, which, oh yeah, totally fine. Durability, but look at this. I've got an ice spikes biome here. That's really neat. That actually looks so amazing with the hills and the mountains. I may I may have to put a portal out here too, because this is pretty spectacular. Okay, let's see if I can find a good spot to fit the last portal here. Maybe somewhere right around the village here. What do you say, guys? Do you mind being colonized today? I think you're fine with it. All right, it's official. This is mine, 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 and mine. This all belongs to me. Congratulations, villagers. And you know what? I think right here, in view of both the village and this beautiful ice spikes biome, I think right here is the perfect spot for me to get started on my next nether portal and miniature outpost. Look at them over there, going off to their homes, going off to sleep in their beds. Those are my beds. Remember, you villagers. Anyways, yeah, the the portal is done. The base is done. I've built the ugliest house I've built in a really long time. But let's pop over here before it gets too dark and the zombies come out of the hills to devour my villagers. So if I come up here, I've got a nice little fire. I've got my nether portal with a easy balcony to jump off of. Oh, that looks really cool. The ice spikes with the moonlight. That's actually really neat. And then coming through here past the snowdrift, got a nice little shack with some storage space and a bed, and I'm gonna sleep. And the completion of this outpost means that I am finished my journey north, and it's time to go off in another cardinal direction. Now, I'm not going to return home though through the nether because I want to construct the portals on the other side by hand, line up the coordinates, make sure it's all nice and connected properly. And I also do not feel like flying back because that's a long way. I don't want to waste rockets if I can avoid it. So instead, I'll get the locals to give me a hand getting back home. First step here is to break and remove the bed that I just slept in to reset my spawn point. And we will fly all the way down to the village here. Dump all of my stuff into the shulker box and the ender chest. And then I make friends with the local iron golem. Hello, good sir. How are you today? Sir? Sir? Hello? Hey, you. Hey, sir. Ow. Wait, what? What? But I guess because I put the bed back, it kept the same spawn point. Let's try that again. Break the bed, move it over there, run down the hill, and once again say hello to Mr. Iron Golem. There we go. I am back home. I think I am on the ground in the jungle. Yes, next to my wonderful spawn tower. All right, what's it going to be? We are going west. Let's point ourselves in the right direction. That's north, that's west. And off we go. Okay, so I have come out about almost 7,000 blocks and I have not found all that much. I mean, some cool landscapes here and there, but, nothing too out of the ordinary. But I did find this pretty neat uh, taiga giant spruce or pine. I don't know which one. Which one is it? F3 screen says it's a spruce taiga. I like this area. I might have plans for something like this in the future. So I am going to note it down in the book of coordinates, make a portal, make a little outpost, and continue on with my journey west, which has been pretty quick. I'm also going to replace the elytra that I'm flying with because, yeah, it's almost done and I do not feel like dropping out of the sky. And there we go. Portal is lit, miniature outpost is constructed, and now it's time to continue on the journey west. And this is a nice surprise. Got a nice little village down there with a big cherry grove biome up here. That's pretty great. That's, you know what, I am okay with this being the end point of the journey west, because that means I get to build a wonderful little outpost in this cherry forest, and then I'll get to go back home and continue off either south or east. Who knows? It's a mystery. And another outpost is complete. Now, this one is very pink, and pink is not usually my color, but you know, as they say, when in Rome, one of the features I do like about this outpost is this nifty little flagpole where I can display my flag in all cardinal directions north, south, east, and west. Speaking of which, it is now time to return back home to the main central base and then pick a new direction to go in. So hit the button, and it's going to be south. South it is. Llama, llama, llama. Now, what I'm really hoping to find today is going to be a mangrove swamp, because then I can use that to chop down a bunch of mangrove root instead of farming it. And what is going on with this tree? That's the weirdest tree placement I've seen like ever. But yeah, if I can find those two biomes, desert and mangrove swamp, then I will be in a really, really good mood. Uh I swear this was not planned, but I've just found the mangrove swamp that I was asking for literally 5 seconds ago. So that's great. Now, this one is not very big. That's all right. But this will do nicely because I can basically come through here and rip everything out and clear the entire thing. Remember, deforestation in Minecraft, totally cool. Deforestation in real life, don't do it at home, kids. Maybe I'll just build a base up in a tree or something here, and yeah, then I'll continue on my southward downhill journey. And here we are, another outpost completed. Now I've just got to light the portal. I've already marked down the coordinates, so this is all set and ready to go for when I eventually come back here. I've got a storage chest, I've got a bed, I've got a crafting bench, and I've got a handy little trapdoor with a ladder that leads all the way down to the jungle floor so that I can begin my clear cutting of this very rare and delicate biome. But I shall have to clear cut this little area at a later point. For now, it's time for me to continue my journey south. Oh, and here we go. We've got a nice desert here with the smallest patch of badlands that I've ever seen. Wow, that's really sad, actually. And what I need to do then is find a good spot for an outpost. Oh, there's some more badlands generation there. That's good. I need a good spot for an outpost because I don't want to do it out here where there's just these tiny little islands. That's not really going to help me all that much, although I could gather some red sand from there if I need it. Oh, and this is basically, it's like an island chain of deserts. That's maybe I won't place anything there. That's a little bit small if I'm going to be mining the desert for sand. So let's see if I can find something a little bit bigger, and if not, I can always pop a portal down there on my way back home. Okay, dokers, we are coming up on 8,000 blocks here, which is our target, and Another frozen biome. That's kind of neat, I suppose. And let's find a good spot to plunk down a portal. Maybe. Whoa. That looks pretty much perfect. Here, sir, do you mind if I just borrow this briefly? Thank you. All right, it is daytime. We are nice and safe. Time to uh basically just use this as the ouch as the ouch post. Maybe I'll call it the ouch post. Yeah, I'm gonna rebuild this portal and use this entire village as the outpost for my continued journeys in the future if I want to come out here. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Oh my goodness. This is why I'm being building outposts. Ouch. Ow. Oh. Yeah, this is the ouch post. Ow. See, now I can't even remove the lava because it's so funny. All right, outpost village. Got that. Boom. Let's never come back here. But I will leave these villagers to their miserable fate all the way out here. And yeah, I think we will fly back towards the desert. I've got all my shulker boxes. Yes. Okay. We're going to fly back towards that desert. Hopefully my elytra makes it. I do have spares, but I'd rather not have to pull them out. And then we will see if we can continue to the east. That's the last remaining one, right? Yes. Okay, here we are. We've made it back with 4 durability on the elytra. Oh, that's not great. But I think I am going to set up shop here, build a tiny little outpost, and then we can head back to our base and go east, finally. Now, I realize I haven't brought you guys in all that much with the building for this episode, and that's that's partly just because I don't get many big windows to record, so I get to record while I'm flying around looking at stuff, and then I tend to build off camera when there's noise and screaming baby and that sort of thing, so that it's not making its way into the video. But he's asleep right now, so I can talk a bit more about the process. And I've been enjoying the process of just going around and building miniature bases like this. I don't normally get to spend a lot of time doing things like that, but it feels like such a Minecrafty thing to be able to just plonk yourself somewhere, put up a ugly portal, missing the corners, build some walls to keep yourself safe from creepers and zombies and all that sort of stuff. And then you put some storage down. I'm actually going to need a lot of storage because of the amount of sand I'm going to be collecting out here. And look, I have stairs. Very convenient. But yeah, it's honestly a pretty relaxing experience getting to just mess around and build whatever the heck I want out here. It's we should have more of this in Minecraft. That's all I'm saying. All right, coordinates are set for that one. Portal is lit. Now let's pack up our stuff and head back. So I am flying back home right from the desert place I just left. And yeah, Ocean Monument, that's neat. But I just found a mushroom island with mushroom cows. And, oh, well, isn't that nice? And this one has another ocean monument right there, too. How many ocean monuments are there around this thing? That's at least number 3. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to set up a base out here. I can't believe I missed that coming in the first time, but I'm glad I found this on the way back home. Well, and since Mushroom Islands are so safe, I kind of don't have to do all that much in the way of safety, right? There's no mob spawns. There, just plunk a flag on it. Add the coordinates to the Mushroom Island in Ocean Monuments. Light the portal, and it's almost a base. Almost. There, now it's a base. But it's very nice to know that I've got this biome available. It was nice getting that achievement for all of the biomes in the game right now. That's just very satisfying. But yeah, time to go home. I'm sure I will find a use for this place eventually, but not today. Not today. Let's just go home. Okay, we are back at the base, and in the time between the last clip and now, I caught a cold. Not ideal, I know. So instead of subjecting all of you to my scratchy voice and sneezes and coughs and blowing my nose, eh, we're just going to do a little bit of a montage, set it to some nice music. I'm not going to talk. And we're going to finish our journey east. And then after that, we can start linking together all of the nether portals in the nether so that I can travel to all of these places much more easily and quickly without having to fly 8,000 blocks every single time. But yeah, I'm already talking too much. I am going to press the button and we will go to the east. I mean, it's not a surprise. We know press the button, super duper complex redstone, get the wool. It says go east. So we are going to go east. And yeah, then we will see what fun stuff we find. All right, well, there we have it, folks. The exploration for today, at least, is complete. What is that pig doing? The exploration for today is complete, and I've got all of my portals hooked up in the nether so that I can return to any of my outposts anytime I want, like this one in the swamp here. Now, of course, I have plenty of work still to do in the nether, expanding those tunnels, making them actually look nice so that they're not a complete death trap when I'm flying through there. But for today, I think I've done enough work. And I hope that you have enjoyed. It's been a lot of fun getting to explore my world and branch out from my main starter base at spawn. You know, that's the beauty of Minecraft. Every world has so many amazing, unique things that you never know it's there until you go out and find it. But I'm going to call it a night because it is getting late in game. It is getting late in real life. And I need to sleep. I need to edit this thing. I need to get it out. Silly me thinking that traveling 8,000 blocks in every direction would be a nice, short, easy video to make. It was not, but that's okay. I don't mind. It was a lot of fun. And until next time, everybody, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are. And, well, yeah, I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Llama, 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 llama.